I personally love when people say, oh, if you're 28 and you've literally never been in a relationship ever, then you're not trying. But like, I've been texting this guy for the past 2 days, literally just 2 days. I can't even tell you the things that we've chatted about because he's already unmatched me from Hinge. So all I have is our text messages, and I literally gave him my number like last night. But he asked me what my intentions were on Hinge, or like, what was I looking for on Hinge? And I told him straight up, personally, I'm only looking for long-term. I don't do this generation's hookup culture. I prefer to actually date to marry, which also means that I don't waste my time when I know I'm talking or dating someone that I don't see a future with. How about yourself? Mind you, this man on his Hinge profile said long-term dating. And I don't even know how old he was, but I know he was over 30 because I can't go look at his profile. I went to go look at it as soon as he sent this message, and he already unmatched me. He said, I'm not looking for something quite that serious now, but I wish you the best of luck. Why on your profile do you say long-term dating? What is long-term dating if not to be able to marry said long-term dating partner?
What women don't understand is that just because a guy is looking for something doesn't mean he's looking for that specific thing with you. He may still be looking for long-term dating, but clearly not with you. He's not interested enough in you to go ahead and date you and take you out and take you on many dates and eventually create a long-term relationship with you. At least he told you. At least he didn't waste your time. He didn't make you wait for commitment when he already knows, because most men already know within the first date, at least, if not earlier, if they see you as a potential long-term partner, even a potential wife or not. Attraction is very important when it comes to chemistry and marriages. It's very important that a man finds his woman visually attractive. So perhaps you are not his type. Perhaps he didn't feel that way about you. And it's not that you can't charm him or impress him with your personality, your heart, how kind you are, how nurturing you can be. It's just that he doesn't know you yet. So when he first sees you, the first thing that he has, the first data, the first piece of information that's in his face on day one is your looks. So once he thinks that you're attractive enough, he can then stick around and give you enough time to find out whether he likes your personality too and all the other factors, whether you have all the other factors or not. And yes, I applaud you for saying that you're looking for something serious or a long-term relationship, but you didn't have to elaborate and explain and write a long paragraph. You should be confident in your choice. You don't need to over-explain it, because once you start over-explaining it, it sounds a little bit like an argument. Plus, I don't recommend you talk about this. He already asked you, understand, you have to answer his question. But I recommend you talk about it on the first date, not on the phone, not by text, on the first date. Once you meet in person, that's when you tell them that you are dating for marriage. It's that simple. You don't have to elaborate. Everyone knows what marriage is. Everyone knows what commitment is. You don't have to explain that and try to find a ghost, someone that doesn't exist, to fight with and convince that you are right. Nobody's arguing back with you. You don't have to explain why you don't participate in hookup culture. Intelligent women will make sure that they look very feminine, very beautiful. They have perfume on. Their hair looks nice. They're dressed in a feminine way, and they will be so tantalizing, and they will say that they are dating for marriage in person when he has all of that in front of his eyes, when he can see with his eyes, when he can see through her looks that she is worth it, that she may be worth the wait, and he will stick around trying still to get something out of her. But during that time, he will learn more about her personality and all these other factors that will charm him, because he gave her enough time, because she wouldn't give it up so quickly. She will also not over-explain why she's looking for marriage alone and nothing else. And in that case, the guy doesn't feel that the woman is argumentative or that she wants to give a lecture or anything like that. He knows if he wants anything more, than just seeing her and meeting her for dates, then he knows what to do because she already told him. She told him once during the first date that she's looking for marriage and she's dating for marriage, and that's it. Once he agrees to see her for a second or third date, he knows what he's signing up for. And it is understood that she is only dating for commitment and for something serious. So it becomes more enticing.
Like, props to this guy for just like saying it how it is. I don't blame him one bit. Like, thank you for not letting me waste my time. Like, I couldn't imagine sending this and saying like this whole message and then them just continue talking to me until like months down the road and then being like, that's not what I'm looking for. Like, what the fuck do you mean that's not what you're looking for? I already told you what I was looking for. But also, don't put on your hidden dating profile that you're looking for long-term dating.
Again, I already said that. I'm going to say again, I'm not here to hurt any woman's feelings. I'm creating this content to help women out. But he may be looking for long-term dating still, just not with you.
He also just like seemed like a nice guy because when he said if he could take me out on a date, I told him it'd have to be after January 1st because I'm going on a trip. And he was totally cool about that. He started just like texting me, asking me questions, stuff like that, trying to get to know me. I was like, green flag. Anyway, another one bites the dust.
And because you thought green flag and you approved of him to some extent and you liked him to some extent, because of that, you got very disappointed when he rejected you. But again, he did you a favor. It's better you cut your losses early on if you're truly looking for a specific thing and you're only going to be looking for that. You don't want to waste more time getting stuck on situationships and on relationships that go nowhere. It's better if the guy just informs you at the start. Yes, it's true. Most men wouldn't do that. Most men are guilty of keeping you around even if they are not interested enough just to see what they can get out of you. I already said that many times before. But in this case, maybe he was too busy. Maybe he's just a nice guy. He told you to your face that he's not interested. He doesn't have to reject you in a harsh way or tell you that there is something about you that he doesn't like. So he said, I'm just not on the same page as you. And that's understandable. But you have to understand that he may still be looking for long-term dating.
I had a really good time getting to know you and I'd love to see you again. Same. I would love to see you again, you know. Yeah. So like, when should we see each other? When should we see each other again? Yeah. Yeah. When would we see each other again? I'd like to see you again. Yeah, I'd love to see you too. Yeah. Do you want to see a picture of my dog? No, I don't want to see a picture of your dog.
Again, when a man does this, it's just that he's not interested enough in you. Because if he was, he would pursue you in ways you didn't even imagine could exist. He will text you a lot. He will, and when you say, are we going to meet again? He's going to say yes tomorrow. So again, this is another instance of a guy not being interested enough in a girl and she just doesn't get it. She just doesn't understand what's happening. She thinks all men are the same. She thinks not one man is capable of planning a date when it's not the truth. Also, most men would meet you every single day or every other day if they are truly interested in you. If you made it clear that you're looking for marriage, but it's still beautiful and lovely to spend time with you, to meet you, to see you every time. You're very feminine, gentle, kind, and of course, you're visually their type, what they like. They find you very attractive. Then why wouldn't a guy meet you? It will come naturally instead. He won't be planning it out with you, but once you two leave and go back home, he will be texting you a lot. He will be calling you every night and talking to you on the phone for 1 hour, 2 hours. I just want to make this clear because this sounds very obvious. And most girls that have been in this type of relationships before will understand what I'm talking about. But there are also girls that never experienced this. So that's why I'm taking the time to explain how it could be. When a guy is truly interested in you and when he meets you and you see that you are very nice, kind, gentle, that the two of you are compatible to some extent and that you look attractive to him in his eyes at least, that guy will do everything he can to spend more time with you. And you don't have to make an appointment and plan a date out 2 weeks in advance every single time. I understand that at a specific age, that's what's easier to do for women because especially if they are working, if they have a career, and if they have a dog, they have their own flat and they pay their own rent and they're independent. They have so many responsibilities that they can't just meet someone every other day. But being available as a woman is another feminine trait. If you meet a high value man, which I'm sure that's what most women are looking for when they are in this specific situation, then he's probably going to be busy too. So for the two of you to meet for a single date, you'd have to wait for 2-3 weeks, and that doesn't work. That's not going to lead to a beautiful love story. That's not going to lead to butterflies in your stomach. That's not going to lead to the type of love you are looking for, the type of relationship women are dreaming of. So what I recommend is very easy. If you can truly do it, you'll get there. You'll get commitment. You'll get married. You get whatever serious type of relationship you're looking for. First, don't participate in hookup culture. Also, don't be ready to give people a lecture about why you took that position. Your body belongs to you. You don't need to explain. You just say that you're looking for marriage on date 1. Then people who truly are not will eliminate you. But some men, because they met you in person, they're on a first date with you, may think you are attractive enough. It may even change their own plan, their own agenda. He may not even be looking for marriage. But if you look that good, and if he has a good time, if he spends a good time in your company, he may himself try and give you a chance for a second date, a third date, to see where it goes from his side. I'm saying you should never do that. You should never date someone just to see where it goes. You should let them know on the first date that you're looking for marriage. But I'm saying, even if he's not looking for marriage, he may change his mind. He may start considering you in a serious way because you told him and because you didn't feel the need to argue back, and he just saw you, he likes you, so he decides to stick around. And by sticking around, he already knows what he's signing up for because you told him. So again, to go back to this short clip that I just showed you, nobody plans a second date on the first date. While you're sitting there, you enjoy your time with that person, you talk, you ask them questions. Once they leave, you can text them, and then if they're interested, they may call you in the evening at some point or the next day, and you're gonna be talking on the phone for hours. And you also play a role in making the relationship playful and nice and enticing in that way. You don't just sit there and wait for the guy to do the entire work. You talk, you create questions, you create topics of discussion. You have to learn to do this, and you have to free up a lot of time for a serious relationship if you want to create a beautiful love story. The guy is not going to just be stalking you, following you around, forcing you to see him every day or every other day. It's not going to work that way. You have to be available too. You have to ask him too, are you free this evening? Are you free tomorrow? And you have to aim to meet him every single day after work or every other day. It's possible. I am saying you're not going to do this with 5-6 different men in the next 7 years. I'm saying if you are trying to build your once in a lifetime love story that led to a marriage with your forever husband, this is how you do it. You try to meet him as often as possible. And it is unspoken. You don't plan your next date every single time you see each other. It could be the next day because you're so smitten. You are so mesmerized by one another that you wouldn't even wait. You'll be on the phone talking to each other all the time, texting each other, meeting very often. And you do play a role in building this type of relationship. You don't just show up on a first date and then ask the guy, when are we going to meet next, to sort of entrap him or secure a second date. It doesn't work that way. People are not dumb. We all can see what you are trying to do here. You're trying to secure a second date with this man, and perhaps he's not that interested. Is he gonna reject you because you're forcing him to reject you to your face on that first date itself? Nobody wants to do that. Most people are not very confrontational, especially not for minor reasons. So don't be doing that. Anyway, I hope this helps. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. And again, if you're a single woman dating for marriage and you need a real guidance, I have created a program that will help you meet your potential husband ideally within 6 months to 12 months. You will find this program in the classroom section of my community, and you will find the link to join the community in the description box under the video. And I will see you there.